Peace, love, and light, Virgo, and welcome to your general love reading. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully, you'll take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I truly appreciate all of the love and the support. Hopefully, you've already subscribed to the channel. Okay, so if you guys have, if this is your first time experiencing a tarot reading, know that this is general, and so everything won't resonate. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't, and place yourself where you see fit. Also, you know, we all have masculine and feminine energy, which means that just because you see a man on the card doesn't necessarily mean it's a man, or vice versa. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to pull for your energy right now. See what's going on with you personally, like in your energy, you. And then we'll pull an 8-card spread for the person that you are dealing with, right? Or whoever's on your mind. So calling my angel and spirit guides, divine, into the reading to guide and protect me and to assist me with delivering these messages to Virgo clearly. So, Spirit, what is the energy for Virgo right now? What is the energy for Virgo right now? Tell me about Virgo's energy. How are they feeling in love? Take it. Spirit said take it. Okay, 9 of Cups came out in the reverse. Okay, maybe you were disappointed and you didn't get something that you wanted, Virgo. Again, please. Interesting. Yeah, so with the 9 of Cups in the reverse, you got the 9 of Cups in the reverse and the Judgment card. It could be that, could it be that you are feeling like you don't know what you want? Or was there a decision made that you were disappointed with, right? I do have the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is soulmate energy, okay? And this could be, you know, maybe you were dealing with someone who decided to go in a different direction. Could have been that they moved. For some of you, I'm hearing that, right? That the person moved away. Or maybe you connected with somebody even while on vacation and you really liked them and you're disappointed because you had to come back to reality. But right now with the 9 of Cups in the reverse and Judgment here, I feel like there's something that happened that disappointed you. You didn't get what you want. Something couldn't come to fruition. Even though it felt good, even though it made you really happy, you thought you were almost there. But then something changed. Clarify the 9 of Cups in the reverse here for Virgo. The Queen of Wands with the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It came out crossing the 9 of Cups, which tells me that maybe you were dealing with someone who was in a relationship and you were the third party or the outside person, okay? Or you are in a situationship and you're dealing with somebody from the outside, because I have 2 queens here, right? Which means that somebody could have been in a committed relationship and yeah, it just didn't turn out the way you had hoped for. So it feels like it's almost like you're disappointed with a certain decision. When I see the 9 of Cups in the reverse, also I always like to tell the person, you know, to just be really mindful of like when you're doing too much of something, whether it be too much drinking, too much partying, but just remember, too much of anything is not good, okay? So, okay, let's dig a little deeper and see what's going on in Virgo's love life. Excuse me. Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgo in love? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Please tell me about Virgo and the person on their mind or their heart. Tell me about love for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Messages, Virgo. Don't judge me. I'll lick my finger. Okay, Ace of Swords, 8-card spread, Ace of Swords, what else? That Two of Cups came out again. Yeah, you definitely connected with somebody that you really like. And I feel like there were like some serious sparks here. Oh, but somebody got hurt with the Three of Swords. Somebody got hurt. I hope it wasn't you, Virgo. The Eight of Swords in the reverse. Just feeling stuck. I feel like something couldn't move forward because there was more than two people involved, right? The Two of Swords. What else? The Knight of Swords. A lot of swords. Somebody's definitely in their head, okay? You may be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, okay? Yeah, Two of Cups. Could be any water sign, really. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and you know. But yeah, somebody's in their head here. Tell me more, Spirit. Excuse me. The Chariot. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so... and the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, somebody's super confused, okay? And it could be that something came to an end. You had to end something, and it was there was some sort of revelation or some ending that was very hard. It was hurtful with the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Three of Swords on the table. I definitely feel like there was more than one person involved in this situation, and somebody got hurt. Secrets were revealed. With the Ace of Swords, yeah, it was like somebody had some sort of maybe news that, again, was disappointing, but I feel like with the Ace of Swords, this is really about truth. So something could have come to light. Something could have come into your awareness that you didn't know. And I feel like either you or your person may be feeling stuck now, like just kind of like, well, what do I do now? Do I continue to invest in this situation? I feel like somebody has already withdrawn. Like there's definitely somebody here who ended up hurt, but I feel like somebody's trying to figure out how to come back in. This could be you. It could be you thinking about the person and thinking about, well, how do I communicate with them? How do I make this work? The Seven of Pentacles is about investment. Like, are you going to commit to this situation? Are you committing to this? Because it's a little confusing, okay? With the Seven of Cups there, I'm going to keep that Ten of Swords. Please clarify the Three of Swords here. What is the Three of Swords for Virgo? The Two of Wands. Yeah. So somebody made some sort of decision. And again, when I see the Two of Wands, this is about planning. It's like in the beginning stages of something as well, right? In the planning stages, like figuring out. And so it could be that, you know, again, you connected with somebody overseas. You connected with somebody while on vacation. I don't know why I'm picking that up. It could be, you know, just for a couple of you. Remember, place yourself where you see fit. If this is not your story, that's okay. But I do feel like somebody connected with someone else while on vacation or away or maybe traveling for work or something like that. And it's kind of like, and you could have found out that the person is involved with someone else. And it's like, how do I maintain this connection now? Like, what happens? The Eight of Cups. This doesn't, I said this in the last reading, like, but yeah, it doesn't feel good, right? It's not what you wanted, right? It's like, oh, okay. Or maybe they gave you an offer with the Nine of Cups coming out in the reverse for your energy. It could have been that they made you an offer to be the side chick or the side guy. Or I'm being dramatic, but that might be the case for some of you. But it was basically, I feel like they offered you something that you feel like, I don't like, that's an offer, but it's not the offer that I want. You know, it's not what I want. And like for me, if it's not a hard yes, it's a no. Right? Anything that causes you to like question or second guess or like, is this, it's a no. right? It's the Two of Swords. I feel like, again, like you're trying to make a decision, like you were presented with an opportunity or something and you're trying to make a decision. And I feel like Spirit is saying, like, don't make a decision because you feel lonely. Don't make a decision, like, don't settle for less because you feel lonely, or don't make a decision from a place where you're feeling like desperate, like where you're telling the universe, like, I need someone, I need, look, this road can be it could get lonely, like it could feel that way, right? When you spend a lot of time by yourself and when you've been single for a while. But in the meantime, I feel like Spirit is saying, really, like, take time to invest and love on yourself, right? If it doesn't feel good inside, then you're settling, right? Yeah, you don't have to settle. You can get everything that you want. I'm not saying things are perfect, but you can get everything that you want. What is the Two of Swords here? What is this decision? What is the Two of Swords? I'm trying not to make this so long. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Are you going to take this offer? This is what I got for you. He's a knight. Okay, he's not a king. He's a knight, which means, like, he still has some maturing to do, some growing up to do. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Seven of Swords. You could be dealing with somebody who's dishonest. The Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords here. Could be somebody who's a little bit of a cheater, a little fudge boy. But this is somebody who has secrets and who's not being honest. Or maybe it's that you're not being honest with yourself about this situation, right? Because it felt so good. It's like, okay, you were on vacation and now you're back to reality, and it's kind of like, if that's not, yeah, you know what you know, right? So your intuition tells you that this person, it could be that you don't know, that they haven't been honest about the fact that there's somebody else, but you have this gut feeling that tells you, like, yo, this is odd. Like, this person goes ghost. Like, I hear from them. One minute I feel like they're in this, and the next minute I feel like they're not. Like, follow your intuition. What is the Chariot? What is the Chariot? Thank you. The Emperor. Wow, we have two major arcana. Okay. So this might be somebody, I mean, it might feel good also, because this might be somebody who is, really established, okay? Somebody who may have money, right? Could also be, for some of you, you're dealing with somebody that you work with. It could be a supervisor, a boss, or somebody who's in business, some sort of an entrepreneur. And that might be something like, damn, it feels good when I'm with this person. Like, this person is solid because they got their life together. They got their shit together. Okay. And I'm really getting the sense here of Spirit saying, like, be willing to wait for what's yours. Like, somebody else's person, somebody who's committed somewhere else, or committed entirely to their career and their passion and their purpose. There's nothing wrong with that, but who is not available for you in the way that you need them to be and desire them to be, that is okay. You can send them along their way, peace, love, and light, go on your merry way, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to choose to stay single and be patient. I'm going to wait for what it is that I want. Okay, Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Here it's like, look, be willing to be alone, okay? With the Five of Pentacles, this could be also, you feeling like, damn, I hit the jackpot because this person has money, but, like, money ain't everything, babe, if you don't know that by now, okay? And you could be the one ending up, out in the cold, because I feel like this person already is already connected to somebody else. What is the Two of Cups here? Yeah, Justice in the reverse. This person either may be going through a divorce, or maybe they told you they were going through a divorce or some sort of a separation if they're married or in a committed relationship. With the Justice card in the reverse, it's like something here is not fair and something is not clear and something is not true. So I feel like this person's secrets will eventually be exposed if they haven't already, but something is not fair. So, don't take everything at face value. Yeah, it's like, follow your intuition. If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a fudge boy. You know what I mean? Yeah, and the truth with the ace of, look, I put this right on top of the ace of swords. I feel like something is going to be, you're going to learn, you're going to find something out. Somebody's going to communicate with you. Something's going to fall on your lap, Virgo. Clarify the ace of swords. What is that? Something's going to awaken. Ooh, what? Just a second. Yeah. There's going to be some sort of communication or revelation, okay? It could be that this person reaches out to you to tell you something. Yeah, the Four of Cups. And I feel like you are going to be stressed out, like, oh, damn, like I didn't even see this, okay? Or it could be that this person finally is honest with you and is like, yo, I got somebody else, and that, you know, you feel rejected. The Four of Cups, it talks about feeling rejected. So does the Five of Pentacles, right? Feeling like you weren't chosen, right? They didn't pick me, right? And that comes to an end, but it's kind of like Spirit is saying, be willing to wait for what you deserve, okay? What is the Seven of Pentacles here? Nine of Pentacles, yeah. Continue to invest in yourself. Continue to work on yourself. Commit to yourself. Commit to your development, to your healing, because there's something with the star at the bottom of the deck. This is wish fulfillment. You're going to get what you want, but you got to be willing to wait for it. You can't settle. Sometimes the universe puts, you know, certain situations in our path to see if we have learned a lesson. Also, remember that you're always creating karma for yourself, okay? The truth is revealed with the Justice card in the reverse, but also, it's a decision that you feel is unfair. There's just other stuff I'm picking up. But, you know, remember that you're creating karma for yourself, okay? So when you make decisions to engage with somebody who is in a committed relationship, or, you know, and you're aware of it, right? When you're innocent, you're innocent. Look, I didn't know. Cool. But when you know, when you knowingly choose to engage in something, when you know that person has responsibility and commitment somewhere else, then you are creating karma for yourself, right? So when you want good things, do as you would want done to you, right? What matters is what you do when nobody's watching. And so Spirit is saying, be willing to wait, okay? Continue to create the abundance for yourself, because when you get into situations like this takes from your abundance. It takes from you. Like, you'll start to see your money start acting funny. And then ask yourself, like, am I making good choices? Where's this energy coming from? Right? So be willing to wait, because what you got you got the Magician, as above, so below. Just remember, as within, so without. So remember that how you think and where your focus goes, energy flows. So if you're focusing on, I'm never going to have what I want, it doesn't exist, then that's what you're going to get, sis, bro. It doesn't exist for you. The minute that you decide that it does exist for you, that is when the magic happens. That is when the universe responds, okay? And there's something that you don't see coming, right? With the moon at the bottom of the deck. Things are not what they seem. So when it comes to this person and what they say to you, what is this here? The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's another offer coming in for you. Something that's in alignment with what you deserve, okay? But things are not what they seem. So be mindful of that. Choose wisely and be willing to wait. Virgo, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this brought you some clarity. I hope that this brought you some direction. If you liked the message, be sure to comment down below. Give your girl a like. It does help the channel. Hopefully you subscribe. Share the video with somebody. All that jazz. I truly appreciate you all. Send you all peace, love, and light.